The first thing we have to do is wake them up and grab their attention, okay? And I think everyone knows this, but it's very important to talk about. Why do we need to grab their attention? Because so is everybody else. Everyone else is fighting for attention. We were just talking about YouTubers, right? Yeah. That's fighting for my attention. At the same rate as a new book that launches is, or a magazine that I'm reading, or it's all a billboard that I walk by. It's all the currency of attention. So how do we capture their attention in a way that's unique? Here's a really cool, simple thing that you need to always keep in mind, and you can walk away from this and go, okay, that's all I got to do. So to get their attention, if everyone else is using the same type of headline, like this emoji and then video, if you see a trend, run away. Run away from the trends. And by the way, just to go philosophical for a second, that same thing applies in life. When people are running away from the market, run in. It's a great time to invest and see what's going on. Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd, because you are going to get lost in a world of everyone copying each other and sounding exactly the same. So you shift and you create a new direction with a unique voice, but don't lose yourself and don't lose your authenticity by going a completely different direction just because you're following a trend, or even if you're avoiding a trend, speaking in a way that your customer doesn't understand. So stay in line with your customer, stay in line with that journey, offer them the transformation still, but get their attention in a unique way. And to do this, you're gonna probably, if we're talking about writing a headline, my minimum is 20 headlines, because generally the 21st headline is the best one. Yeah, well, and it takes that many iterations to like go deep and really get to that point where you're being creative and finding a unique angle to get their attention with.
This is bullshit. And the reason this is bullshit, well, I'm gonna tell you a lot of them inside of the video, is because you can tell there's a difference between an employee and somebody that actually does this shit. I did a brief research going through to try to figure out who this dude is. And I'm gonna tell you what I found, and it shows you that you gotta be careful who you listen to. With that said, this is on Founder's YouTube channel. I love Founder. They've given me some great advice, some great tips, but this right here, no, come on, man. This is bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why. My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond. My name is Dorian from Group82music.com, and right here, we got, I think his name's Armand, couldn't find his last name on any of the videos on Founder's page, talking about how to get attention on social media, how to get more followers on Instagram, how to get more followers on YouTube. He said if you see a trend, you go the opposite direction. That's the last fucking thing you want to do on social media. That literally is the last thing you want to do. Now, this is coming from someone who literally thought that same way, like, yo, I don't want to do that, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, whatever. You don't have to do everything that everybody else is doing. He's right in that regard. You gotta be authentic and you gotta be yourself. But every platform has content that works well on that platform. Every platform has an algorithm that reads certain shit, and there's a reason that content works on that platform. When you go to the top music business or entrepreneurship pages here on Instagram, there's a reason they all look the same. There's a reason my thumbnails look the way they do. There's a reason my caption's the way it is. That shit works. You don't believe me? Literally scroll down my Instagram feed, scroll down and go to January last year, January the first year of this decade, whatever you want to say, and go look at the content. We had a bunch of content. We had podcasts, we had videos I'm making like this, but they weren't getting as many views. Why? Because I wasn't adapting to what Instagram wanted. And I started paying attention to people who were getting views and what they were doing, and I switched it up, making it mine, and then boom. Same with YouTube. Go look at my early YouTube videos. There's still some on there with fucked up thumbnails. To this day, we're gonna get them fixed. But look at when I started posting consistently with the same thumbnail, with a certain type of titles and a certain type of pictures. And look at what happened with the views. And I've only been serious on Instagram. This is January 2nd, 2021. I've only been serious on Instagram for about 5 months. You can see my growth. And I've showed y'all the money that I've made. Founder, like I said, is a dope Instagram page. They do a really, really good job. And they have given some tips and advice that has helped me. One of the things that really helped me was a unicorn strategy, which literally is the antithesis of what this dude's talking about. What is a unicorn strategy? You go into your field on social media that you're interested in, that you post about, and you go find the top accounts in that field. and you go see what their top 10 posts are that have the most views, that have the most comments, that have the most engagement. And you make a list of those posts and you make something similar because you know that content has already worked. You know the market has already accepted that. And you make similar content like that, but make it your own. And that's gonna give you a foundation of people who are gonna come to your account, because the same people that fucked with that content, they're gonna fuck with yours. Or it's gonna attract more people like them, which is why Facebook and Instagram has lookalike audiences. Facebook and Instagram literally make billions of dollars off of lookalike audiences. Things that have already worked. He's telling you go the opposite direction. That shit don't work. If you're gonna go the opposite direction, you better be prepared to spend a lot of money. A lot of money. But if you wanna get in the algorithm like a lot of y'all talk about, you wanna get this free marketing that Instagram and YouTube gives you, your ass needs to be doing what other people are doing. Just making it your own. Don't completely bite, don't completely copy, because you look fucking corny and people can read right through that. But you need to make these things your own, because that's how you're gonna build a foundation for your account. And then as you build the foundation for your account, you get more and more followers, you get more and more subscribers. Then you can start making original content that no one else is doing. Then you can start trying what works. It's called A/B testing, where you can go and you can see, okay, I tried that didn't work. Ooh, this did work. Let me do more of that. But you still have the foundation of the content that you know that works, that you took from other people and you made it your own. Going back and looking at him, Armand, and the founder page, I went to their YouTube page and I'm scrolling through. And for the amount of followers that they have on Instagram, which I think is almost 1 million or over that right now, and you look at what they have on YouTube, the correlation really isn't there. The thumbnails are cool, but the thumbnails, you don't know who's talking. And I'm clicking on the video and I'm trying to find this dude's name and I can't find his name. Trying to find his credibility. It says, oh, he worked at Google. Okay, that's cool. You were an employee at Google. That doesn't mean you're a fucking expert, but I appreciate that. Where's your social proof? Maybe I missed it, but I'm telling you, in that quick research, I couldn't find the shit. I could find the link to your course you're trying to sell. But where's your content that you're posting consistently where you can say, you know what? I did the exact opposite of what everybody else is doing, and this allowed me to build. You got to be careful who you listen to out here. And I'm not knocking homeboy. Maybe those YouTube videos that I clicked weren't fully optimized with his social media, so therefore I didn't go to his Instagram. Maybe his Instagram is popping. Maybe he got a whole bunch of views. I don't know. But I do know this. People's attention spans are this short. And I'm a researcher. This is what I do. So if it was kind of difficult for me to find it in the 60 seconds that I put into it, what do you think it's going to be for somebody who's putting 5 seconds into it? A lot of y'all only put 3 seconds of research into it. That's how it is, man. So be careful who you're listening to, because if they ain't doing this shit every single day, if they're not filming videos every single day, if you can't go to their account and see the growth and see the change, if you can't do that, don't listen to them. Because a lot of these people be acting like that they're doing this social media content grind when all they're doing is making a video and putting $100,000 behind it on ads, and that's how it's getting views and getting comments and getting engagement. There's a much different methodology from paying for every single video to take off, as opposed to making content that you know your audience is going to rock with and it gives them value and it moves on its own. Which one do you want to do? Like I tell y'all, you can have a difficult spelling name as your artist name. You can do the thing where you don't want to show yourself on social media. You can be a different person. You can do the opposite of what everybody's doing. But when you go into that lane, you're going to have to spend a lot of money to get yourself out there. But if you blend in while still being authentic, still being you, the algorithm works for you, the content works for you, and it's nonstop advertising for your brand. And then you can do kind of like how Kendrick did with To Pimp a Butterfly and all that after Good Kid, Mad City. You can be 100% the artist, the entrepreneur that you wanted to be, because now you have a loyal fan base that's gonna rock with you no matter what. What do y'all think? Is he right? Am I right? Is there more than one way to skin a cat? Which strategy do you use? And if you go write in the comments, we gonna click your shit. So you better make sure you got some motherfucking social proof. So if you got social proof and you out here really doing this shit, I want to hear what you got to say. If you don't have social proof, don't write nothing, because you look fucking stupid. It's way different being on the sidelines than being in the fucking game. So if you're in the game and you're really doing this and your account has seriously grown and you're making consistent money off of it, talk about your strategy in the comments, because I know there's more than one way to do this. So let's all discuss it together like a happy ducks and swans pond family. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Do you want to chart #1 on iTunes? Do you want to have millions of streams on Spotify? Do you want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars from your music like Dorian has? He has a course and it teaches you all of this. Link in the description. Check it out.